Hello. Welcome to episode 19 of the Chromatic Lazy Shelves Lemonade Gen. It's nighttime, but I figured that's okay because we have a lot to talk about. So we'll just get them going during that. So, last episode we saw that Presley most likely has something very scary going on. He killed somebody. Well, he killed a lot of people back at the university. Completely innocent students that had nothing to do with anything. He wrote a message in blood about Flynn. It didn't really make sense. But Mira is really scared once she heard about it, and obviously so was, the moment that Anthony saw that, he was absolutely terrified, because that's his kid. Like, what do you mean? You're writing messages for my child in blood? Like, but, hey, oh, okay. Sorry, didn't mean to be a creep. Anthony, the moment he got that message, he came home, he told Mira, and she is freaking out. I would freak out too if that happened. She's going to, I can't really find like an equivalent option of this, but forced to sleep, she's going to tell him, you can't leave the house for a while. I don't trust that you'll be safe. And he's definitely not going to understand. Or maybe he will. No, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand, but he's being really good about it. He's growing. You were supposed to be angry about it, buddy. He just did it right away. Okay, well, he was supposed to fight her back, but maybe right now he's too tired to... Well, he's not actually tired. Oh, honey! She just had a nightmare. Whoa. Okay, let me get done with the intro, please. Please let me get done with the intro. He is going to tell both the kids, like, you have to stay inside. I'm even gonna go to school. I'm staying home and watching you. And I'll be sleeping on the couch from now on. They're going to rotate sleeping on the couch, probably, because there's not room for two of them, but they want to be able to sleep in the bed. So, yeah, we're gonna have them go to bed. Then Flynn is already still in bed because he, for some reason, listened right away to his mom, but he might start getting annoyed when he's not allowed to go over to the neighbor's house, or when he's not allowed to go to school, because he probably doesn't like school, but he probably has friends there, so he wants to go because of that. Samira is just waking up as she does. She wakes up every couple of hours because the house just isn't the most comfortable place to sleep. She immediately notices Carmen isn't in her bed. Could be literally in the other room in the bathroom, but it still freaks her out. She rushes into Flynn's room and sees he's not in his bed either. And then she's like, okay, maybe she went to go sleep in the bed with Anthony. But Anthony isn't there either, and Flynn is also nowhere to be found. The dogs are asleep, weirdly enough. If anything happened to the kids, they would probably alert her, right? She goes to wake up Anthony, look for the kids. Look outside, look down the streets. They even knock on a couple neighbors' doors. They look as far as they really can, and they have no idea where their kids went. Knowing what Presley had put on the wall, she automatically thinks this is doing of him. He took the kids. Somehow he got in here and took the kids. And Anthony is also freaking out a lot. He immediately is like, okay, this probably has something to do with my case, because Presley has to do with my case. Everything around this has had to do with the case about a Viper Club and the school and everything. So he's going to call Geronimo, his higher up. He's going to be like, okay, he's going to be like, okay, I'm coming. This sounds extremely urgent. We will get some people, looking, a search party. They're going to be like, okay, we're immediately getting a search party on it, especially considering circumstances, we are going to be taking this very seriously. They're going to come and sit on the couch, and they are going to do their best to talk through what to do next, because they want to be a part of it. They just don't know what to do. Okay, so we have some agents here. We have 4 agents, and what we are going to do with them is knock on this door. You might be able to guess who is inside, but yeah, we're going to try to knock on the door first because might likely come willingly. We are not sure yet. So this guy is going to lead. He is, man, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. He is going to lead and knock on the door. So we were let in, and inside we have an old friend to the channel is one way to put it. He still looks very young because I forgot to put another skin overlay on him, but we have Theo Macias. He has been hiding out here for a while. He's been sending Mira his location because he wanted her to be able to find him if it came down to it. He still has this shirt from his days as a normal human being, a functioning member of society. So he is going to do a respectful introduction that's respectful, but also like, you have to come with us. He's going to say, we need you to come with us. Not only are you going to be under arrest after this because of how many people you've killed and everything, but we're not going to talk about that too much right now because that is not the main problem at hand. We need your help with a case. It involves your daughter, it involves your old boss and some of your old colleagues. We need your help. Now that we, found you, you are going to go to jail, but you might have a lesser sentence if you help out with this case. So, and he kind of had Theo at talk of his daughter. He would at this point do anything for her, so he has agreed to come with them. So Theo was brought in handcuffs, and he very much misses Mira, but he's kind of awkward about it right now, and she also is awkward about it because she doesn't know how to feel about him still. So she does explain the situation, but keeps it vague. She leaves out the fact that the kidnapped children are her own. She's introducing Anthony as her partner in work, even though she's technically not part of the case still. She's leaving stuff out. So they really aren't sure what to do. They're like, we could be getting a ransom call. We should wait for something like that. We are obviously having search parties look, but we don't really know what to do. We brought Theo here because he knows more about these 2 people than any of us really do. He was working at a spy in our ranks for a while, but he also was observing, stuff back at the actual professor's syndicate. So, go over what is going on with the Club Viper and the syndicate and everything that has gone on. Isn't to clear things up. He stopped working for the professor around episode 10-ish. He went to Henford-on-Bagley to escape. He knew that if the men found him, he would die, but he still would send things to Mira. He's considered a traitor at this point by the professor and his people, but he has just been kind of just hiding out for all these years. And while they talk about this, Mira gets a call. So obviously she's going to be like, Presley, is this you? And guess what? He's going to say yes. He's going to say, I'm not messing around. What I want from you is 100K, and I want you to come to a building alone where we can talk in person. Now, she has an inkling of an idea what this could be about. Throw over Professor, because the Professor, he never really appreciated, and I say that, in Presley's words, what he did, and he just felt like he wasn't getting enough attention. He went rogue. She is absolutely terrified to do this, but if it's for her kiddo, she must. And Anthony's like, okay, just tell us what's going on. That's what you're here for. Please do that. He's backing her up. So he's just like, fine. Let's talk about the professor a little bit. He says, a professor will do about anything to make a profit, but in a way that suggests he doesn't care. In a way, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about his workers. They're replaceable. So are plans, and so is money. He's unpredictable, but in a clever way. Girl, they are not getting along. They are fighting, and it's mostly coming from Theo's end. The professor, he has everything. He doesn't care as much as somebody like Presley does because he already has it all. But he still wants more. his ambitions are still strong, and the more he gets, the more the more he gets, for lack of a better term. He's unpredictable, meaning you never really know what he's going to choose is worth it and what he's going to choose to not be worth it. So now we're going to be talking a bit about Presley. Now, Theo doesn't know a great deal about Presley. Obviously, they only really met a little bit. However, what he knows is that Presley always saw himself higher than he was. He was never even a high-ranking person, but you would never know that by the way he carried himself. He thought he deserved it. He barely talked to the professor at all, even. Like, he wasn't part of the professor's inner circle, but he, like, kind of thought he was. His plan to get closer to Mira to climb the ranks had failed because he was messy. Okay, they're fighting again. Oh my! Wait. Theo got called out from being confronted by a loyal sim. Anthony told Theo off for being mean to Mira. Let him out. Okay, well, I love you. But we have more pressing matters to get to. So, Mira has decided that she is going to go to the address that Presley gave her. They did tell her, like, we're gonna have people behind you, watching you from the agency, and Mira doesn't really want that because they could ruin her chances of having an actual honest conversation with Presley about where her kids are. Yeah, so we are going to travel. Theo, Geronimo, and Anthony did drive Mira here so that they could talk to her a little bit more because they had more to talk about, but, you know, they had a bit of a time crunch. There was definitely some awkwardness, hostility, and worry in the car, mostly worry. Geronimo does clarify to Mira, like, you can't kill him, you also can't help him, whatever he wants help with, like, you can't help make him more powerful. And Mira definitely thinks that that's BS because, like sometimes you have to do things to get your children back, like, that's her train of thought right now, but, so, out of the car, we are going into this building. So that was a lot, and it also was kind of expected. She luckily was not hurt. She didn't really think he would hurt her, but she was a little bit nervous. So Presley did give her the address of the professor's home. They didn't do headquarters or anything because it'd be easier to kill him when he's at home. Currently, it is the middle of the night. He would be at home. Presley has done thorough checks because he's obsessed with the professor and he wants to kill him, so he's been following every move he makes. Now, the people from the agency, including Anthony and Theo, are waiting just around the corner in a car. However, she has a plan on how to do this right, and she knows that if she does it right, the agency can't follow her because it will just make the plan go to shreds. It will not work. So she is going to go out the door and go a separate way from when she came in so that she is not seen by the agency, and she just goes offline to make sure that they do not know where she is going, and she's going to travel to his mansion. Okay, so we are at his mansion. As you can tell, it's a mansion. This is probably the biggest house I've ever seen in this game, so there's probably security systems everywhere. He is a very wealthy man. I would not be surprised. I'd actually be surprised if there weren't security measures. I am gonna do start break-in. Oh, I didn't know I was gonna do that. I've never done one of these before. So it's gonna have her lockpick, but I'm gonna assume that she doesn't lockpick. She's probably going to hack a... But before she got here, Presley gave her a computer, and he told her he knows he got onto the access to them, but he doesn't know how to actually hack them. So he had her do it and is now gonna have her enter the key pins, and this will also give him a good entrance because he won't have to do anything because she's going to leave everything unlocked for him. So he'll be able to get in easier and swifter. Sturdier than normal? I mean, yeah, I'd expect that. Or a little more elbow grease. Okay, try again. Success! Okay, after 3 tries, she successfully got through the door, which is good, because normally they give you 3 tries before, a system locks down. I mean, preferably she needs to find a good place to pretend to try to kill him. I'm not sure if there really is a good place for that, though, to be honest. So her hope is to find an office. So she is taking a look around for any room that really could be the office. So she continues to go down the halls of the upper floor and walks into this room. It doesn't look like there is much going on here. This one, however, looks like it fits the bill. So she has found the room that she has been looking for. She doesn't really know what to do next, but she can assume that waiting here would be her best option. So she is just going to be sitting in this chair because she doesn't really want to be caught off guard. And just when she starts to think that he wouldn't be coming, there he is. So he's definitely not going to be happy to see her. She's not really in a position right now, sitting down. He's standing up. He probably has a weapon on him somewhere to kill him. She's not in the position to try to kill him even. And he's definitely going to try to kill her. But this whole time, she hasn't been quite planning on doing exactly what Presley said. She was going to break into his house, she was going to catch him off guard, and she's going to surrender to him. There's nothing more suspicious than somebody who has despised you their whole life coming to you and saying that they want to work for you, especially since there's nothing more that would put him on edge. She's going to put her hands up and tell him, I surrender.
strangers around me. I don't know who to trust, how to ground me. I can feel adrenaline, my heart's pounding. The enemies all around, they surrounding. Yeah, I think I better prepare. No fear in this world, better beware. No time in the world, yeah, to be scared. Leave it all on the line or don't be here. My ending's unclear. I can feel the quest, it's pulling me in. I don't wanna rest, I need to begin. I listen to my chest, I feel it in the wind. I know that I'm obsessed, that's how I'm gonna win. Yeah, I trained for this. Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this. I was made for this. I can feel the quest, it's pulling me in. I don't wanna rest, I need to begin. I listen to my chest, I feel it in the wind. I know that I'm obsessed, that's how I'm gonna win. Yeah, I trained for this. Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this. I was made for this. I was born to make changes. Rearrange this place, gotta tame it. Enemies everywhere when you're famous. They wanna take this dream and deflate it. I hate it, but I use hate as fuel to give me energy. I got the barrel and the scope on my enemy. It's in my mind how I redefine everything. I know who I am, what I want, a clear identity. I can feel the quest, it's pulling me in. I don't wanna rest, I need to begin. I listen to my chest, I feel it in the wind. I know that I'm obsessed, that's how I'm gonna win. Yeah, I trained for this. Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this. I was made for this. I can feel the quest, it's pulling me in. I don't wanna rest, I need to begin. I listen to my chest, I feel it in the wind. I know that I'm obsessed, that's how I'm gonna win. Yeah, I trained for this. Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this. I was made for this.
So we are outside of the building that Presley told us he took the children to. We're gonna come in and start looking for the kids. She hasn't told the agency where she is yet and what he wanted, because they could easily trace Broderick's murder to her because she did it. She wasn't supposed to do that. It also technically was not out of self-defense. So what they mean by self-defense is like it's either you or them. That is what the agency meant, and that is not technically what the situation was. You could argue that that's what the situation was, but you can't say. She's going to look literally everywhere she can. You would expect there to be noise wherever the kids are, though, so she is mostly just keeping her ears out. However, it seems like there is nobody in this room, so she's gonna go out and go into this door. Presley is outside. He's waiting for her to find the kids, I guess. It's a little bit of a weird behavior, but right now that's not her priority. So I just realized this staircase actually is a connector between these two buildings, which I wasn't aware of before. But she went through this one, there was nobody there. She went through this one, there's nobody there. Now she's down here and she's going to look into the cars as she goes back to the room where she started. He hears a chuckle coming from the corner, and there's Presley. He's laughing. I mean, he's not really able to hold it in anymore. He wanted to laugh the whole time. And he tells her, this isn't where your kids are. I didn't put your kids here. You're not going to find them. You picked everything up for me. He is severely injured, so he's leaning on the tires over here. He's been leaning on everything kind of to be able to hold himself up. He has like over 5 bullet wounds at this point. Mira is furious. She is so fed up with him. She's so fed up with all of them. She just wants her kids back, and she wants to get out of this entire situation. And she shows him that. Bye.